Do you sometimes, when you write, feel like your grammar is correct, but the sentence still sounds a little wrong or awkward, a bit strange? And the issue is that word meaning is not the problem here. The issue may be the connotation of the words that are you using. So what is connotation, Professor Warsi, you ask, right? Well, words have meanings, correct? But they also evoke feelings in people. And they also have feelings. So your email sounds aggressive. That is very strong, that you're being so aggressive. People are like, I am. Your essay sounds biased. Or your compliment sounds insincere. Or your opinion sounds mean. You're so mean. Mean. The word mean has a negative connotation. Well, the good news is that you can most of the time tell by simply pronouncing the word correctly. And you can hear yourself, right? You can listen to the sound and say, this, I think, is a negative word. It may have a bad meaning or a positive meaning, maybe, right? So in this lesson today, we will learn connotation, which is the feeling a word carries. So denotation is just the dictionary meaning. For example, cheap, something cheap is inexpensive, and depending on the context it's used, it could be very derogatory, like calling someone cheap. You're so cheap. That's the meaning. But the connotation is the feeling, the vibe, the emotions, which could be positive, negative, or in some cases maybe just neutral, neither positive nor negative. Okay, but we can tell by just by the word and how it sounds, right? If it has a positive, negative, or a neutral connotation. All right, so let's begin. The same meaning but different feeling. Okay, so slim, fit, skinny, confident, self-assured, arrogant. They more or less they have a similar meaning, right? Each word, the three words that you see in the columns. Slim, she's slim. She's fit. Well, that becomes positive. And she's skinny. Sometimes people don't like that. No, I'm not skinny. I eat. Which one feels negative to you? Inquisitive, nosy, or curious? All right, make a choice. Did you choose B, nosy? Peter is so nosy, you know. Sumaya is so nosy. She's so nosy, you know. Always wants to know other people's business. All right. Money. Money words, lifestyle words, right? Cheap, rich, all right? Or spending less money. Positive words are affordable for cheap, and negative word for cheap. If someone is cheap, they don't like to spend money at all. They're called penny pinchers also. Stingy, which is a negative word. She is so stingy, or he is so stingy. Right? Okay. Communication word. Now these you will probably need to use every day in college. Explain, inquire, challenge, give feedback. Some examples, okay, that feel real and painful. They have a real connotation or a painful connotation, negative. Your idea is interesting. Neither positive nor negative, but interesting, slightly positive maybe. Your idea is creative. Your idea is weird. Your idea is stupid. That's really negative, right? Wouldn't you say? Okay? All right. Now let's practice. The good thing about connotation is that sometimes you can tell if a word is negative or positive without even reading the entire sentence. So I have not given you the context. I've given you 10 words: determined, pushy, childlike, childish, frugal, stingy, confident, cocky, unique, and odd. Pause the video, complete the exercise. How did you do? Did you do well? I think you got all of them correct, right? Very good. Choose the best word for each sentence. Thank you for your blank response. Is it speedy? Is it quick? Or is it prompt? Well, remember the context is professional. So let's say you are replying to your boss. You're emailing your boss. Thank you for your speedy response. Thank you for your quick response. Thank you for your prompt response. Which one do you think you would use in this context? Okay, exercise 3. Rewrite each sentence to remove negativity. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Keep coughing. All right, I'll show you the answers the second you finish the exercise. Your explanation is confusing. Confusing if you say something, you're confusing me, or this is very confusing, your explanation is confusing. It has a negative connotation, so the person may not appreciate it. But you could say it's unclear, or your explanation needs clarification. So there are a better way, more polite way of saying things with the same meaning. Okay, fill in the blanks. I need you to use economical, suspicious, assertive, generous, slender, dramatic, passionate, and impatient, and complete the sentences. Okay? One is assertive, 2 is impatient, 3 is economical, 4 is generous, 5 is slender, 6 is passionate, 7 is suspicious, and 8 is dramatic. Okay. Match the meaning and connotation. It's persistent. I've given you lots of options. What do you think? Is it positive or negative? Persistent, talkative, confident, curious, and different. Are they positive or negative? What do you think? Persistent is positive, determined. And the negative, what would be the negative word for persistent? Stubborn. She's so stubborn. So stubborn. All right? Okay. Sentence, mood detective. What does it sound like when you say you're very ambitious? Are you insulting somebody when you say you're so ambitious? Or does it not have any particular feeling, strong feelings, negative or positive? Or is it a compliment? Is it a nice thing to say to somebody, you're very ambitious? I like that about you. All right? Pause the video now. Complete the exercise. It's nice to say to someone, you're very ambitious. She's so ambitious. You are very ruthless. Ruthless. That is not a good word. Okay, ruthless. That's an insult. If you call somebody ruthless, they will be offended. That was interesting. Well, interesting is usually slightly positive, but in most cases, it's just neutral. It's not really negative. That was interesting. That was brilliant. That's a compliment. And that was pathetic. That's an insult, right? So don't call someone, you are pathetic. You are so pathetic. It's not nice. All right, some real life mini scripts. Okay, compliment someone speaking. You're confident and easy to hear. So you're being very polite and you're being implicit, indirect. They are loud. They speak very loudly. But you can say, you're confident, and you feel very strongly about this topic. Disagree, that's wrong. Or you're wrong. Nobody appreciates being, called wrong. Or like, you are wrong. If you disagree with them, that's okay. But you could say it politely and convey the same meaning. Because I see it differently because, I have a different opinion. Giving feedback. If a student writes an essay, and she gives it to me and says, Professor Warsi, I need your comments. can you please look it over? And I write, this paragraph is weak. Do you think the student will be happy? No, right? She will be disappointed. Like, I wanted the professor, I worked so hard on this paper, and all the professor could say is, this is weak. So this, but I could say, you could develop this idea. I would say, nice, good idea. Yeah, I think you have a really good idea here, but you need to develop it. Maybe you could make it stronger by giving one or two more examples. That is positive reinforcement. Okay? So let's have this common challenge and do a great job. My classmate is nosy, someone who is very nosy, right? Minding other people's business. A better way to say it is, my classmate is curious. She's always curious. My coworker is bossy. She's very assertive, always bossing around, always, telling people what to do. My coworker is confident, you could say. My coworker is very assertive. So here's a task for you. I need you to write a negative sentence and then write a better word that has a positive connotation. So, 2 things you need to do. Write a negative sentence. Like, you're so mean. How do you write an improved sentence conveying the same meaning, that the person is mean?